Sonic the Hedgehog, one of the most eye-appealing characters in all of fiction. He's speedy, good-looking, snarky, and an absolute brat sometimes. He's like the ultimate video game dream boy. But other than him, the Sonic series has a multitude of other attractive male characters. So that's why today, I wanted to bring you, in honor of Pride Month, the top 10 hottest Sonic male characters. And without further ado, grab your G Fuel, and here we go! At number 10, it's Sonic's evil robot double and Dr. Robotnik's greatest invention. You know who it is, Metal Sonic. Now, I know what you might be thinking. What's so hot about a lifeless killing machine? Well, to that I say, he's like Sonic mixed with Terminator, with all the visual appeal to Sonic, but with an extra badass and fierce personality. Or lack thereof. Now, Metal Sonic is an evil robot duplicate of Sonic built to defeat him, but there's something about that cold and empty personality that drives me wild! But, why don't we move over to our 9th entry, shall we? Number 9. So, who wears headphones and a smoking hot Cuban link? Why, it's Vector the Croc, of course. He's a tall, green, tough guy and the leader of the Chaotix group. We'll go back to them a little bit later. But Vector may seem like a brute, he's really a softy at heart, and big men with big hearts, or in this case, big gator big hearts, are to die for. But he's only got money on his mind, so let's move along to our 8th entry. This character is an absolute genius and inventor of the Badniks, as well as former dictator Mobius. You know who it is, Dr. Robotnik from the adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. Now, you might not see it, but Robotnik has lots of attributes that make my jaw drop. He's a super smarty pants and has a body close to the peak male human body. Even the animators thought he had an amazing physique.
He really believes in his own romantic self, and I don't know if I'm getting too adult here, but his own sexiness. Yeah, animation's sexiest fat man, yeah.
And you're lying to yourself if you think otherwise. I wish I could be Scratch or Grounder for a day just to be near him. Anyway, let's move on to our number 7 spot, shall we? Who's a purple ninja that also is a day 1 member of the Chaotix group? It's Espio the chameleon, of course. Now, Espio has a long horn protruding out from between his eyes, and wears some sweet ninja bracelets. But one of the coolest and attractive quirks to Espio is his camouflage capabilities. Imagine the potential that has. Now we're talking! He's a very quiet and courageous character, which makes him an absolute badass hottie. Imagine if he was your ninja BF. Anyway, let's skate on by to our next entry. Up at number 6, we have the mean green leader of the Babylon Rogues group, Jet the Hawk. Now, Jet is hard to explain why he's on this list, but he's a cool skater boy and has a super snarky attitude. I'd argue he's more bratty than Sonic himself. But Jet does have some flaws. He's always got money on his mind, and when he's not, he's thinking about his teammates though. Jet's green and has a big yellow beak, perfect for smooching the ladies. He's a pro on the hoverboard as well, making for a perfect date idea. But let's not get too ruffled up, and let's move on to our halfway point. Now, this entry is a character not from the games or the comics, but the new Sonic live-action movies. Who in question we're referring to is Dr. Stone. Stone is Robotnik's right-hand man and possible lover? Yes, unfortunately, none of us have a chance because all Stone wants is Robotnik. But Stone runs a coffee shop called the Mean Bean Machine. And I also work at a coffee shop at the moment, so I think me and Stone would hit it off. But alas, he wouldn't want me. So why don't we go over to our next entry. At number 4, knock knock, he's at your door. It's the edgy doppelganger to Sonic. I'm of course referring to Shadow the Hedgehog. Shadow is an experiment made by Gerald Robotnik in an attempt to create the ultimate life form, but was put into a sleep state after the death of Shadow's best friend Maria Robotnik. Now, Shadow has similar proportions to Sonic, but with some slight cute differences. His spikes on his forehead go upwards, and he has a downright smoking hot tuft of white fur on his chest. Somebody better get a mop, cause I am drooling over here. Shadow has a loner, nonchalant attitude, but he has a heart deep down, but chooses to hide it from everyone. So I think Shadow has the possibility to be a great partner. But let's not drag out this too long and glide over to our next entry. At number 3, knock knock, it's Knuckles the Echidna. It's fitting to have this red echidna at number 3, due to his introduction in the third main outing of the Blue Blur. This guy is red hot, literally! He has a short temper with a red skin tone. Now, Knuckles is the protector of the Master Emerald and last of his tribe, making him very admirable. Knuckles has long dreadlocks and a big pair of fists with spikes on them, along with some killer shoes, making Knuckles one of the best designed characters. Knuckles may not be the brightest, but he makes up for it with his strength, which can be considered attractive to some, especially his boom design where he's just a tall bodybuilder. Have you seen a cute bodybuilder with spikes, fists, and dreads? Now we're really talking! 1, 2, skip to my loom. Up at our number 2 spot, we have an obscure pick, but I think you might agree, with the butler to Thorndike household and caretaker of Chris. We have Mr. Tanaka from Sonic X. This may be a weird choice considering some of the other characters from our list, but I find Mr. Tanaka to be quite dashing. He wears a suit and tie along with glasses. One of the cutest parts about Mr. Tanaka is he shows he knows martial arts, even taking out 3 gun agents single-handedly without a scratch on him. I personally find him quite attractive, even though he doesn't have a lot to him. But let's get a move on to our number 1 spot. Before we hit our number 1 spot, I wanted to give an honorable mention to Dr. Starline from the IDW comics. Now, Dr. Starline is a handsome, genius platypus and formerly Eggman's apprentice. He has slick hair, stylish glasses, and a charmingly evil smile. But he's not in our list, so let's go over to number 1. Now, we've seen an evil robot, 3 humans, 2 reptiles, and 2 bird-like creatures, as well as 2 of Sonic's furry pals. But who could be at number 1? You all know who it is. The Blue Blur, the Sonic Speedster, the hero of Mobius. You know him, you love him, Sonic the Hedgehog. Now, Sonic has had multiple lovers across multiple continuities, so you know he knows how to treat a person right. Sonic has blue spikes on his head and back, and 1 big eye, and big, green, beautiful eyes. Have you ever seen eyes like these before? I could get lost in them. Sonic's a little speedster with a bratty, too cool attitude, which I find hot, as he could tease anyone with an attitude like that. But he is the hero of Mobius and protects the planet from Robotnik's schemes, so I admire his bravery too. You just can't argue that he isn't the hottest Sonic character. You just can't. So that was the top 10 hottest Sonic the Hedgehog male characters. I hope you enjoyed, and leave your thoughts in the comments below, and have a happy Pride Month, and thank you for watching.
し